Hi everyone, I'm Ellie. This is my first YouTube video, and I'm doing it because I wanted, I guess, my IG mom friends or followers to get to know a little bit about me, because I see that a lot of you post videos and things like that about yourself and your pregnancy and things like that. So I thought I would post one. Well, a little bit about myself first is I'm 20 years old. I do currently live with my boyfriend. I have for almost a year now. He is 24. How we met, we actually met at a house party he had last year at his house. And he was new to the area and new to the university in our town, which we actually lived like a block away from. So there's a lot of parties that went on during the summer. And I think I got a random address of a party, and it happened to be his house. And that's how I met him. And then after like the party and things like that, like the next day I was trying to ask his friends if, for his number and things like that, because I thought he was cute and I wanted to get to know him. But some questions that I've been asked so far is how I felt when I found out that I was pregnant. Actually, how it happened was, me and my boyfriend were living together at the time, but he was away for about a week and 2 days, I believe. He left on a Friday and came back on a Sunday. I still talk to him every day, and I told him, I was like, okay, well, I haven't gotten my period yet. And I was like, well, I'm going to wait another week because I actually had gotten off of birth control, so my period was either like 2 weeks late or like a week late for like 2 months, and then it was like a week early for 2 months, so I wasn't sure if it was just changing up on me again or what. But I didn't want to take a pregnancy test until till he was back home. So that Sunday, we had gotten a pregnancy test, and I was like, okay, well, I'll take it on Monday in the morning. And, sorry, I heard something. And then that night, I was like, I kind of don't want to wait till the morning to take the test, so I think I should take it now. And he agreed with me, so I took the test, and he waited in the room, but I told him that I would let him read the results, which it kind of didn't work out that way. I ended up reading the results, and from the bathroom, I yelled. I was like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, why'd you have to yell? I'm like, sorry. But when I was finished in the bathroom, he didn't really believe me, so I brought him the pregnancy test, and he kind of hugged me, but it wasn't really a surprise, I guess, because I hadn't had my period for about a week and a half, and I let him know every day, like I still haven't gotten my period. And so, yeah, that's how we found out. I mean, it wasn't a shock or anything like that. The next day we went to a confirmation clinic and got it confirmed. And according to my last menstrual cycle, they determined that I was actually 5 weeks, but my first ultrasound, which is another question, the heartbeat was 170. The gestational age was, I'd say, about 7 weeks, or 7 weeks in 1 day. But they were off about a week, so I was actually 4 weeks when I found out I was pregnant. Morning sickness. when I was about 5 weeks pregnant is when I started having morning sickness. And it was just at any time of the day, maybe like between 3 and 5 times a day I was throwing up. So I mean, at that point I was like, I never want to have kids again. You know, like, I hate this. I was like, I don't want to be pregnant. It was the worst thing ever. Because I'm not really one to throw up, so I absolutely hated it. Pregnancy dreams. I only remember really having one pregnancy dream. I don't really remember what happened in it, though. The only part I do remember was I was stabbed in the stomach. And I woke up, like, feeling my stomach. I was freaking out. And that was probably when I was, like, 7 or 8 weeks pregnant. And, yeah, it was of me being stabbed in the stomach by someone who's, like, chasing me or something. Can't really remember. But I woke up freaking out, and I'm, like, touching my stomach, and I told my boyfriend about it, and he's like, oh, no, you know, just kind of, like, joking around. But, that's really the only pregnancy dream I've had. Any weird cravings? I haven't had any, like, strange cravings. But before I was pregnant, I was able to eat the chili ramen. I don't know if you guys know, like, what flavor or whatever that is. But it's kind of, like, spicy. And when I was pregnant, I tried to eat one, and I threw up. So I haven't eaten them since then, because I just completely hated the taste. Spanish olives, though. I love Spanish olives. But that's always, like, something I was able to eat before I was pregnant. It's not really something that, a pregnancy craving that I gained while being pregnant. What am I? Oh, and another one, ramen. Chicken ramen with hot sauce in it is, like, ugh. It's so good, but I try not to have so many because they're so high in sodium. Another question is, how did our parents react? I let my parents know the confirmation day. So I took the pregnancy test on a Sunday. I went to the confirmation clinic on that next Monday. And I called my mom as soon as we left. And I told her, I was like, Mom, I need to tell you something. Well, I need to tell you a couple of things. My mom didn't know that I had taken out my birth control after I moved in with Niles. So I was like, well, Mom, the first thing I need to tell you is, back in December, I got my birth control removed. She was like, okay, like, no big deal. I mean, it's my choice. It was my choice to go on it in the first place, because of something that happened to me when I was 15. But if any of you guys want to know about that, I can maybe make a YouTube video. I'm not sure, because it's kind of personal. But, so, I decided to get off of birth control, and I told her that, and, like, no big deal. And then I was like, and Mom, I just came from a clinic, and I'm 5 weeks pregnant. And basically what my mom's reaction was pretty much, I'm happy if you're happy. She didn't really say much about it. And that was when I was 4 weeks pregnant. 3 months later, I really don't know where my parents stand. My dad seems okay with it. My sister kind of makes fun of me and is like, oh, it just looks like you ate a Big Mac, so she teases me about that all the time. My brother, I don't really talk to him. We've never, like, had that close bond, I guess, my adopted brother. But my dad is, like, seems okay with it. Niles' parents, Well, Niles' mom, we kind of kept in touch when I was missing my period. And we both let her know, you know, like I still haven't gotten my period or anything like that. So she kind of had an idea ahead of time, but we called her the night that we took the pregnancy test after it came out positive, which it came out positive within like 10 seconds. So like I knew I was pregnant because I had taken pregnancy tests before and they all came out negative. So the fact that this one came out positive within like 10 seconds, I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. So she kind of already had an idea because she knew that I hadn't gotten my period yet. His dad, he can't wait, which is really surprising just because of his personality. But Niles' family is, and his brother is excited. So I mean, his family is all excited. His grandma's excited. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.